think that's working for now. We'll see if that's paying off in just a little bit. I'm Chief Meteorologist Austen Onek. It is early Thursday evening, and we are coming to you live from News 12. We're going to be doing a shorter version of the weather overtime video weather blog that we do. For usual, we usually go for about half an hour, 45 minutes, somewhere in there. But in this case, we are going to go a little shorter because we had some recordings going on in the studio, so we were not able to get quite as much time available for tonight. Add to that, we're coming up on News 12 at 11, so we've got to kind of halfway get through this a little bit quicker than usual. So with rather a lot of everything here to go ahead and get you informed, we'll go ahead and tell you a little bit more about what's happening. And it looks like we are live on YouTube, so whatever that problem was, it is all taken care of. Weather overtime for Thursday. Again, for the next couple of days, we should be looking at quiet conditions. We're very much on the mild side for today, and we will be again for tomorrow with temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. Temperatures will be again a little bit above normal for this time of the year. Plenty of sunshine, no rain, and a little bit on the breezy side. Let's see if we got the almanac page fixed. Unfortunately, no, we did not. I'm not too sure why the temperatures keep bowing out there. We'll get those back for you here coming up a little bit later. So for the rest of tomorrow on the golf course, back into the mid 80s and seeing again a decent amount of sunshine out there, so don't forget the sunblock. Temperatures just past the 10 o'clock hour. If my computer would work, that would come in handy. Looking back toward Island Cove, Lake Chickamauga, as the Tennessee River flows on through, 70 degrees at the airport, winds out of the southeast at about 6 miles per hour. Again, the rest of the evening should be decently quiet. If you're going to be going out walking the pupper in the morning, it is going to be cool-ish, but otherwise not bad. Thanks to Chassis, News 12 viewer from Charleston, Tennessee, for a view of Bella commanding the backyard patio area, I'm assuming, from the planter box. Very regal pose there. Chilly in the morning, but no rainfall seen, and gonna need a bit of a jacket out there as things will be a little bit on the cooler side for tomorrow, but not as chilly as it could be for this time of the year. Let's take a look at the big picture and show you what we've got going on. A warm front is actually making its way through, pushing up to the north and to the east, and on the other side of this front, that's us right there, southeast Tennessee, northeast Alabama, North Georgia, and western North Carolina. That's the News 12 viewing area. That front is being pushed northward by air around high pressure, and that's doing a good job of making certain that this does not affect us here. That is doing a very good job of keeping us dry, but it's also more moisture coming in to feed those storms off the Gulf of Mexico. Our next storm system is all the way out into the Gulf of Alaska and off of the Bering Sea, so we will not see too much of anything yet, but more potential of rainfall will be coming up as we go into early part of next week. Chilly in parts of the Appalachians tonight, back in the mid to upper 40s, and then lower to mid 50s. Cumberland Plateau back up toward I-40 and into parts of the higher elevations of North Georgia, back into the mid to high 50s in the lower elevations. So yes, it will be cooler, but it's not going to be quite as chilly as it could be for this time of the year, where we can get back into the 30s, even the 20s very easily, but that's not showing up again for this time around, so decently quiet overall. Not seeing like too much of a problem again throughout the rest of the evening hours and into very early tomorrow morning. So if you have any plans for heading outdoors, that's something to really consider out there. Again, for the rest of the forecast, and I wish I hadn't misplaced it because I thought I had the school day forecast here someplace. Either way, for the kids at the school bus stop, it is going to be chilly in the morning. There we go. Our foundation school day forecast, taking a look at numbers back in the lower to mid 50s, give or take, and then back in the 80s. Good Friday tomorrow, so a lot of places do not have school, but a lot of places are still in session, community colleges and whatnot. So if you do have class tomorrow, that's what you're going to be looking for with no rain. And it will be a little bit on the breezy side out there, so please keep that consideration for tomorrow as well. I don't know, I think it's a herd of deer, if I'm not mistaken, group of deer shown here, a video grab. The video itself from News 12 viewer Regina and Grootley Logger. That again is, you can see them kind of frolicking all over the place here. That's the video. We can't use the video downloaded with the graphic system that you see here for some odd reason. So unfortunately, all I could do is do a screen grab. But if you want to see this video and the other pictures like Regina has sent in on here, all you have to do is again go to our website, the main page for pictures being sent in, wdef.com/photos. Pictures, you can email them at pictures@wdef.com, or you can send them again to our social media pages in the comments section. So please go ahead and send those in. We would love to see what you're seeing out there, and we would love to show them too, but we can't do that until you send those in. So again, please let us know more about what you're looking at out there. Let's go ahead and take a look at our 7-day forecast for the next couple of days, including into the holiday weekend. We've got a lot of holidays coming up. Tonight is Maundy Thursday. Good Friday is tomorrow. So again, a lot of church services going on, a lot of worship services happening at various locations out there. So Good Friday looks to be warm, plenty of sunshine. Passover, and if you're celebrating that, a very blessed Passover festival and celebration to you on there. Back in the mid-80s, I haven't been to a Seder meal and I don't know how long, at least since I was back at KU. So hopefully, again, some good weather there. Kind of warm for Saturday evening, but otherwise not bad. And then Easter Sunday, temperatures back in the mid-80s. Then, as we go toward and past the Easter holiday, that's where we see the chances of showers and maybe some thunderstorms Monday into early Tuesday. A bit of a gap from Tuesday into Wednesday, and then more rain and thunderstorms Wednesday and Thursday, quite possibly into next Friday. So there will be the potential of more rain out there, which means that if you have outdoor plans, probably best to have an alternate plan B indoors just in case. Never hurts. To make certain that that is being taken care of there. So definitely want to pay attention to the forecast, especially going past Monday. Have to add, there is no threat at this time that we record this on Thursday night. No severe weather in the forecast, not from the Storm Prediction Center, not from anything in the way of indications out there that we're going to have severe weather. Back to our west, yes, Kansas back up into the upper Midwest. That's a possibility, but for right now, it doesn't look like much, again, anytime soon. Some rainfall and very warm temperatures, a little bit above normal for this time of the year, but otherwise not doing too terribly bad. We'll keep our eyes on that into the course of the next several days. Our poll of the day brought to you by roofquotes.com. Closed for today, but if you would like to vote in our other polls, new weather poll goes up at midnight, and you can vote on sports and news and our Let's Chat program out there, a program called Stand Up for Science, and they are heavily involved in advocacy and encouragement of science and standing behind the scientists that are out there doing the research and finding the information, no matter who they are, getting that information out to the public to try to reduce the public's need for pseudoscience and to make certain that everybody is paying attention as to how cool science is and about why we need to ask questions about why, who, where, how, things like that. That's what science is all about, being curious and finding things out. So according to Stand Up for Science on their Blue Sky page, for every $1 that is invested in the National Weather Service, it yields back approximately how much in the way of dollars in social benefits, or as a lot of different little projects with a name, with a year after them like to say, and accuse government agencies of wasting. There's no return on investment. Well, there is. And again, this is just one way of taking a look at what NOAA and the National Weather Service does for you and for me to keep us safe. This is what the benefit is from our tax dollars invested in the National Weather Service. It actually yields, for every dollar invested, $73 comes back out of that investment. And again, that could be from saving people's lives, that could be from protecting property, that could be from doing research about climate change. Yes, I said it, it's not a dirty word, and just because some project out there wants to shut down NOAA and the National Weather Service, that doesn't get rid of climate change, nor does it stop people from talking about it, nor does it stop people from asking questions about it, nor should it. So again, the whole effort to derail the National Weather Service and the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration is a very dumb idea. It needs to be ended. This whole idea about DOGE going into agencies like this and just haphazardly with a flamethrower cutting out jobs and money is stupid. It should be, if it's not illegal, a lot of these senators and representatives need to take a look at what's going on and about what is happening. Lots of damage is being done already. Cutting out of balloon launches, it may not sound like that much, but with less data, it's like finishing a jigsaw puzzle where the jigsaw puzzle pieces have been destroyed, trashed, or burned, or gotten rid of. It doesn't work as well as it does with the entire system covered and working, and this project is doing a very good job of hurting our scientific inquiry, of hurting safety for people around the country. So when you hear about DOGE going in and saying there's waste, there's tons of waste, there's tons of waste, sure, there's going to be waste in government, but not as much as they're saying, and they still haven't put up any information that is verifiably true as of this recording. So this right here should open a few eyes, hopefully, to say, yes, National Weather Service investment is worth it, and it does return to the community in a very quantifiable form. More information here than anything of what DOGE has been putting up about their billions and billions of waste dollars cut. They have not put anything up there that can be justifiably true. This right here, again, is what we should be looking at. What DOGE is doing and what a certain project is doing, not good, and it is hurting our scientific efforts out there, so something to think about. Thank you, roofquotes.com, for being our sponsor. Go to wdef.com/vote now for more on what's going on there. I think that's going to do it for tonight. Pretty much covered all the basics. Again, we've got sort of a shorter effort going on here because we've had some recording going on in the studio, so we did not have enough time to do our usual half hour, so we settled for about 10 to 15 minutes worth of information here. Hopefully that'll be enough to tide you over until Friday. We'll have more information coming up with Chip Chapman on the News 12 Morning Show, bright and early on Friday morning, starting at 5 a.m. And, of course, I'll be back tomorrow night with a forecast that gets you through Good Friday and into the holiday weekend out there. I hope everybody has a safe and enjoyable whatever holiday you're celebrating weekend, or if you're not celebrating any holidays, I hope you have a nice regular weekend, whatever it is you choose to be doing out there. Looking pretty good, and again, rain into next week could be a problem. We'll keep our eyes on that. I'm Chief Meteorologist Austen Onek, live and direct from downtown Chattanooga, Tennessee on Thursday, April 17th. Thanks for joining us, and thanks again for watching News 12. We'll have more tonight on News 12 at 11, and of course, again, on air with Weather Overtime and all of our other websites as well. You can catch me on any of these locations here, and find me on, if you like to play chess, go to lichess.org or chess.com, and you can find me on there as well. Thanks for joining us on Thursday night. We'll talk to you again on Friday. Again, Chip Chapman up in the morning on News 12 this morning, starting at 5 a.m. Eastern.